Imagine a satirical political party created as a joke. In a matter of days, this digital swarm began covering the social media feeds that traditional political organizations usually spend millions to dominate. This entity, the Cockroach Janta party, started generating engagement metrics that rivaled established campaigns across India. Millions of Gen Z users began adopting the label of cockroach in their social media bios, turning what began as a niche meme into a widely recognized cultural identifier. To understand why a joke about insects is resonating with millions, we have to look at a technical warning signal flashing in the global bond markets. This chart shows the yield curve. Usually, investors demand higher returns for long-term loans, but when the market expects a downturn, short-term rates rise above long-term ones. Between 2022 and 2024, this curve reached its deepest inversion, signaling a massive pullback in financial confidence. In 1929, this same inversion preceded a collapse in industrial production and the start of the Great Depression. The signal reappeared in 2006, 2 years before the global banking system stalled in 2008. When global markets anticipate a recession, investment slows and corporate hiring freezes. In India, where millions of graduates enter the workforce every year, this global cooling translates into the hyper-competitive job lines seen here. With traditional political messaging failing to address the resulting scarcity, the youth demographic became a pressurized environment waiting for a catalyst. The catalyst arrived through a viral claim that unemployed youth were being referred to by a derogatory label, cockroaches. Rather than filing a formal protest, users adopted the insult. They used the internal logic of internet culture to claim the identity ironically. Within 48 hours, the algorithm had pushed the joke into a self-sustaining cycle of shares and remixes. The movement gained a formal structure when Abhijit Dipke, a strategist with experience in political social media, entered the conversation. Dipke funneled the disorganized energy of the meme into the Cockroach Janta party, giving the frustration a name and a central hub. This transformed a fleeting joke into a digital collective that could aggregate youth grievances under a single viral banner. Traditional political action relies on physical presence, gatherings in the street with drums and signs to get the attention of the state. The CJP swapped the street for the timeline. They addressed job shortages and exam controversies through short satirical posts that were easier to share than a 20-minute speech. This efficiency has led some to question the movement's authenticity. Critics point to Dipke's professional background, suggesting the party is a manufactured marketing experiment. However, supporters argue that the origins are secondary to the fact that the CJP is the only entity speaking the language of their current frustration. Regardless of the founder's intent, the movement showed that a satirical joke could occupy the same cultural space as a multi-million-dollar political machine. The question now is whether this satire can transition from a social media trend into a sustained force in Indian politics. Its success doesn't require winning an election. The CJP has already demonstrated that decentralized, low-cost humor can successfully capture the attention of a demographic that traditional parties are struggling to reach. As economic signals continue to suggest a widening gap between institutional stability and the individual's job security, trust in conventional political promises is thinning. In this environment, the CJP offers a new method of organization, a digital network where a shared joke becomes a tool for collective expression. The evolution of the Cockroach Janta party shows that when people feel ignored by the system, a meme can become their most effective way to be heard.